So one of the ways that people run into trouble, especially in print, is starting with too small of an image. The other way that they run into trouble is starting with a really decent sized image, but then decreasing it in size, so something like this, and then later changing their mind that they want it to increase in size again to something like this, but because they've decreased it in size, it's now all super blurry. And they've gone from what was looking like this to what was looking like this. There is a significant difference between those two in printing. This is going to look good. This is not going to look good. So I just want to be very clear that one thing is starting with a small image and the other thing is decreasing it in size and then realizing, oh wait, I want this at a larger size. So what do you do? What do you do if you decrease this in size and then later realize that you want to increase it in size again? Well, there's a very simple solution. You go back to the original image. You're not editing the original image, are you? You bring this into a new document. This is just good practice right here. You go back to the original image. You bring it onto the document. Here we go. I'm just going to increase this in size right here. And now you have the original resolution because you've gone back to the original document. And just look at the difference between before. Let's just line these up a little bit better. Here we go. Oh, little trick to alignment. If I lower the opacity to 50%, I can just kind of see one on top of each other. So it's kind of just a cheat for aligning it right there. Anyway, so this is kind of the lousy way, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. This is at 100%, and this is the original image. So just make sure that you're not ending up with this when you can do it an avoidable thing. Don't shrink an image to really, really, really small, really small, and then increase it in size again, because then you're going to get something that's really bitmappy. So I'm going to get out of this right here. And I just wanted to really flag that as an important thing, because you don't want to end up with something that looks like this. And you want to be very, very conscious when creating a new image, so file new, that you're starting with the right size. So if it's for paper, you're doing 8.5 by 11 inches, 300 pixels per inch, or in pixel count, 2500 by 3300 pixels. And just thinking about it in terms of inches and pixels, you want 300 pixels per inch. 300 times 11 is 3300. So this is 33 pixels across. Now, I know this involves multiplying two numbers together, and this is like the most boring part of Photoshop because it's these squares make up images, but it's also the fundamentals. And if you get this wrong, your final print or the final thing on the website just isn't going to look good. And so it's really important to just think about it. How many pixels is this image? And not to like decrease it in size and then try and increase it again, or you're going to run into problems. And I just can't harp on that enough. So I just kind of wanted to mention the importance of pixel size because it's the sort of thing that gets people into a lot of trouble. And I don't want you to be one of those people. I want you to be better than that.